What is going on, JW Faction? My name is Josh Williamson. So, Guga Foods did a collaboration with MrBeast, and he recreated his burger menu. This is going to be a lot of fun to see. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of MrBeast before. I know he's a very rich YouTuber, but he did a collaboration with Guga Foods, so I'm gonna watch it. Because I love Guga Foods. And I love burgers.
What up, Guga? I heard you're recreating
Oh, there he is.
MrBeast burger, and I'm really excited to see what you do with it. Everyone watching, keep watching. It's a great... Oh, my dog came and said, hey, mate, all right, we're putting it in. Keep watching, and if this is at the end of the video, well, I hope you enjoyed it.
Why to make that so?
And if you don't know who he is, you should. He's just super awesome. And like he said, we're making burgers. And my goal is not only to recreate Beast-style burger, but every other one that he has available on his restaurant.
Is he basing it with butter?
At the end of this video, I'll be sharing so many different unique techniques on cooking burgers that everyone can learn something new. This is my take on how I would cook every single MrBeast burger. So let's do it. And obviously, the first thing we need to do is research. So I went to www.mrbeastburger.com and checked out all of the burgers they had available. And just in case you are wondering, he also has an app. And after about 30 minutes, this is what arrived.
I doubt they'll be as fresh if you order them like that. Ah, they're wrapped in foil.
This is the Chandler style. I could tell you immediately that is a cheeseburger. We got 2 patties and cheese on a soft bun. Got it. Let me show you my take on it. For this burger and every other one, I chose to use brioche buns. I think they're
brioche is the best.
And you know, bread and butter goes perfectly together. So if you toast these buns without butter, this is what it looks like. However, if you add a little bit of butter to the pan, put your buns right on top and toast it up, you are rewarded with something better.
You gotta toast it with butter.
I mean, which one would you rather eat? Exactly. So always toast your buns with butter. The next very important ingredient is beef. Now I want to keep this budget friendly, because if you know money was not an issue, we can always make Wagyu burgers. But hey, not today. So for
look at that right there.
If you know money was not an issue,
Japanese Wagyu A5. You know, I already did a reaction to the Japanese Wagyu A5 brisket, but I didn't do a reaction to any Wagyu steak that you see. And considering there's a lot of people on my channel that don't know what Wagyu steak is, there you go. That's Japanese Wagyu A5 ribeye. Look how beautiful it is.
we can always make Wagyu burgers. But hey, not today. So for that, I chose this blend, which is 80% lean and 20% fat.
Best ratio.
This is the best ratio for burgers. Now, to cook this is all about technique. And the first thing we gotta do is to get our pan nice and hot. And I'm a huge fan of crust. So instead of making 2 large patties, I much rather have 3 small ones. This will give me the optimum crunch. The next thing to do is to put a little bit of parchment paper right on top and smash it down. As you are doing so, remember to be careful of the film.
Oh, and in case you didn't already know by now, I do have I have 2 different burger recipes on my channel, okay? I did one that was like a flat burger. I didn't smash it while it was on the cast iron. I smashed it before and froze it. But and I also have a pub style burger recipe. Both great. I don't choose one over the other. They're both great in their own way. So go ahead and check those out if you want to.
Once juicy starts showing up on the top, it's time to flip. Then add American cheese right on top. Stack that together and...
Guga, I know that you love American cheese. I know that, but listen, I don't have anything against it when it comes to like a mac and cheese recipe. You know, I've actually got an idea to release a video like that in the future. It uses American cheese and it's awesome. If you want me to let that happen when I'm able to make cooking videos again, let me know. But listen. American cheese on a burger just doesn't really taste good to me. You gotta use extra sharp cheddar or Munster or provolone. That's the way to go in my opinion. Nothing against you, Guga, but I don't like American cheese on my burgers.
And place them right on top of that bun. This, my friends, is my take on the simple cheeseburger. The key is to cook it as fast as possible.
Oh, don't squeeze it. You can burn the juice.
All the way through. Honestly, it is one of my favorite burgers and it's so easy to do. And when you give it to your family members and they have reactions like this...
Angel. What can you say?
You know you did a good job. That is as easy as it gets and it is super tasty. But now let's jump on to the next one. I can tell immediately that Chris likes a thick burger. Not only does he have 2 big patties with cheese, but he also added bacon and fries. That man is hungry. As you know,
Bacon
the best
and
way to
fries
cook
on a
bacon
burger?
is just like this. Setting them on a cooling rack like this and putting it in your oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and after 20 minutes, this is what comes out. Come on now. However, fries on
Yeah,
the
that's
other
a good
hand,
way to
I
cook
might be a
bacon.
little bit against him. I like my fries crispy, and whenever I add it to the burger, it just does not work because it gets soggy. However, I do enjoy his choice of this style of fries.
Yeah,
As you
crinkle
can
cut
see,
fries
they
are
have the
good.
maximum crunch. So at least to me, I would not recommend it putting it inside of the burger. One other thing that is a requirement for me is to make a very juicy burger. And I'm going
Yeah.
to show you a complete different technique on how to cook
Dude,
this
look how
one.
juicy
I
that
started by
burger
first
is.
meshing my balls. To do that, you can use a cast iron skillet or anything that will make it nice and flat. At the same time, using parchment paper will ensure that nothing gets stuck. Trust me, you want that to happen. As you can see, once I was done, everything is nice and flat. Now the next thing to do is to deep fry them. I'm using a very special oil that is set at 350.
That's actually how they used to cook burgers back in the 1920s, if you didn't know. They used to deep fry their burgers. After they got so much fat from cooking burgers, they basically ended up using too much oil in their pans. They basically ended up deep frying them, and apparently it was a success.
50 degrees Fahrenheit. Now the great thing about this oil is that it was seasoned with garlic and
Ooh.
thyme. Not only does that add an amazing flavor to your beef, but it also makes it super juicy. This technique by no way was invented by me. It was actually born in the 1920s, and they still make this burger the same
was about to say
exact way
that.
today. And I mean, take a look at this. Is there any chance that this is not going to be incredible? Adding the bacon right on top of it, oh man, it just puts an ice.
Are they
Sorry
all
about
gaming
this.
and streaming and downloading at the same time?
Why not? This house has gig speed.
Who cares?
On the cake. So I made one with no fries, but I also did another one with fries just the way Chris likes it. But the most interesting thing for me, whenever you deep fry a burger and you squeeze it, oh man, it's
You're getting rid of the
juicy to
juices.
max. That is the secret of making an incredible juicy burger. Let's see what my nephew has to say about it.
Try this one, my brother. Let me know what you think.
Let's
of
see
that.
what
Make
Angel
it
thinks
better,
about
and then
this.
you let us know fried on the side or not.
Like it's dripping over here. So let's see what's going on. I've just come back from heaven. I'm ready to talk. So juicy, like this isn't fair. I gotta say, the fries might not be the play inside of the burger.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Maybe
put
it's better
fries
just
in a
bacon,
burger.
and then the fry on the side. 'Cause let me see. We're gonna keep it crunchy.
I have to agree, fries on the side is definitely better.
Yeah,
And now
I
it's
agree.
time for the main event.
Butter. He is butter basting.
This is the Beast style burger, and not only
Beast
does it have
style
2
burger.
massive patties with cheese, but I can taste onion, pickles, ketchup, mayo, and mustard. I got it. Now let me
That's
show
a
you
lot
how
of
I will cook this
toppings.
beast of a burger. And if there's one thing I love on a burger is caramelized onions.
Oh,
And
me
to make
too.
them
I
is super
love
easy.
caramelized
These are white
onions.
sweet onions. To get them nice and caramelized, I just throw it into a skillet with oil. I like to use a hot temperature oil because I like my onions to be cooked nice and fast. The only thing you gotta keep in mind is to keep them moving, because my fire is so hot it takes no time at all.
Yeah,
After about 2
that's
minutes, I
true.
like to deglaze the pan with a little bit of water. When you do so, a lot of steam will come up. But most importantly, all that flavor that was stuck onto the pan will release and get it onto the onions.
Yep.
That is caramelization to the max, my friends. And it is what makes onion taste so good. The next
Caramelized onions on a burger. If you never tried caramelized onions on a burger, you should. It is amazing.
thing to do is a sauce. And since MrBeast likes mayo, ketchup, and mustard, let's just go with that. As you can see,
Oh, he's
I use
mixing it
2
together.
tablespoons of mayo, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, and 1 tablespoon of mustard. Keeping these ratios will make your sauce awesome. And
Okay,
at the same
that-
time, it is much
that
easier
is
to
not
put it
1
together in your burger.
tablespoon. None
Talking
of those
about
is
that,
1
the next thing to do is to
tablespoon.
go ahead and make it. So I first started with a layer of the sauce. Then I added all of those beautiful caramelized onions, followed by 3 slices of pickle. And now to the most important ingredient. And since this is a beast burger, we're gonna cook it like a steak. Yes, you heard that right.
Oh, yeah,
It
it's
is
based with
extremely
butter.
important to have that cast iron skillet as hot as possible. That's because when you do a flip, you're gonna get nice crust just like this.
Beautiful Maillard
like
reaction.
I always say when cooking a steak, whenever you have a nice crust, it will make a much better steak.
That's
Once
true.
that flip is done, the next thing to do is to throw in butter, thyme, and garlic. because we're gonna take this burger to the next level by basting it. Yes, basting it with a lot of butter. The wonderful thing about this is that as the butter starts browning and you are basting that thing with it, boy, let me tell you something, you are going deep into Flavor Town. Once you are happy with that basting, the next thing to do
Butter
is to
basting
add
is
your cheese.
amazing.
And you think I'm done? No, 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 no. We gotta baste it a little bit more. As I always say, the more butter, the better. I mean, take a look at this. That is what I'm talking about. The only thing left to do is to assemble. And as I did, check this out. That, my friends, is a beast. The only thing left to do
Wow,
is to give it
that
a
looks
try.
good.
All right, everybody. Here's my take on Mr. Beast Burger. Are you ready, Angel?
Let's go, man.
I'm hungry. You hungry?
I'm ready.
I have never made a burger this way. It is my very first time making a burger this way. You smell something different?
Smells good.
Huh? Smell good? What?
Smells like goodness.
It smells like goodness. I thought you were going to be able to catch right away what I did with it. I have never cooked it this way, and I'm excited to find out how it's going to
I
taste.
think I smelled something that I didn't smell in any of the other burgers. But let's see what's going on. I gotta
right.
taste it first.
All right, let's find out. My take on Mr. Beast Burgers, everybody. Cheers.
Oh, Mr. Beast. Oh, what the hell? Man?
What does it taste like?
A steak.
I guess because of all the
It
butter
tastes like
basting,
a
it tastes like steak.
And it tastes like you basted it in like thyme. And
That's exactly what I did.
Man. Yeah, you could taste the thyme.
Thyme and a little bit of a lot of butter. Not a little bit. You guys saw it. Quite a bit of
Yeah, I
butter.
use a quarter of a cup of butter.
Yeah, a lot of basting there, and the cheese is nice and gooey. But most importantly, it feels like a
It has,
fancy steak,
yeah,
like a fancy burger. I mean,
it's a fancy burger.
Jimmy, I hope I did it justice, and that would be my take on it if I was cooking all of the burgers for you. I don't know if it's efficient
Jimmy?
for all the restaurants to
Yeah,
make
yeah.
it this way, because you know it takes some time. You gotta base, you gotta put some love into this burger. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it's
You gotta put
efficient
love
enough,
into
but
any
if it
food,
is for all the
actually.
restaurant, I highly recommend you doing this way, because I can honestly say this is a beast burger. I'll tell you one thing, everybody. If you have not tried Mr. Beast Burgers yet, go ahead and give it a try. Let me know in the comments down below which one you think is best. Which one is your favorite? Do you
I
like
think the
it
third
more
one's best, the
fancy,
Beast
or do you like
Burger.
it more, you know, just plain and simple? Like Angel, like
It looks the
which
best.
one is your favorite one out of all of them?
Out of all of them, my favorite one has to be just cheese.
As you guys know, Mr. Beast is a great guy.
serious,
Not only does
Angel?
he help a lot of people, but he keeps all of us entertained. Jimmy, shout out to you, my brother. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you're interested in anything I use, everything's always in the description down below. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome, Guga. You're welcome for me watching. But anyways, yeah, I knew who Mr. Beast was, okay? I knew who he was, but I didn't really watch him. I mean, I knew that he was like a really rich YouTuber. I knew that like at some point he did open his own burger restaurant. Man, the burgers that he serves, they actually look pretty good. You know, I didn't think, you know, Guga didn't do any talking about how the burgers from Mr. Beast's restaurant tasted. You know, he didn't do any talk about that. And I assumed that maybe because he got them delivered like that, maybe they weren't as fresh. I could be wrong, you know, because they were wrapped in foil. You know, keeping food wrapped in foil keeps it warmer for a long time. But I tell you, the burgers that Guga made right here, they look really good. They look really good. And like I said, I talked about this, but I don't like American cheese on a burger. I don't think American cheese tastes good on a burger. But Guga's entitled to his opinion and all that stuff. And if you ask me which burger looked the best out of all the ones they made, I had to go with number 3, the Beast Burger. That one probably looked the best. I mean, he butter basted it. Come on. I mean, you already do that to an amazing steak. Why not do it to a burger? But what do you guys think? Post down some below, let me trainings on this. If you like, see a thumb up, hey, see a thumb down. On my social media, be down in the description box, as well as the original video if you want to watch it. And be sure to click the subscribe button and be sure to click the subscribe button to become a member of the JW faction on a journey to 10,000 subscribers. See you later.